Hello, this is the first of two parts because I have 50 of these tips and tricks, tidbits and knowledge that can make your Quest experience a little better. Please join the Discord, come and chat with me, win some prizes, have a jolly old time. And Steve, why are you in a Quest? Well, I thought to truly understand the Quest, I must become the Quest. So enough chin wagging, let's get started. And the first tip is there are at least 5 different ways you can buy and play games on your Quest headset. There is the Oculus Store, which is the main hub, and within that is a hidden one called App Lab, which Meta do not want to promote as they don't meet the high quality standard that they are trying to achieve on their main store. There is also WebXR, which are websites that allow you to stream VR content from within your headset. All you simply need to do is go to a browser, go to a WebXR website, and you can enjoy VR content. There is also SideQuest, a hub of the Quest's underbelly, where you will find in-development titles, hidden gems, tools, free games, and a lot more. Finally, there is itch.io, another site where you can purchase VR APKs for your Quest and sideload them onto your headset. If you've not heard of sideloading before, I will leave a link down below in the description to show you how to get up and running and get started on that. And since we're on the topic, we may as well move on to this next one, which is enabling developer mode, which will allow you to plug your Quest into your PC and allow you to customize it and increase its feature set. This is needed for SideQuest, therefore SideQuest has great instructional content on how to set this up. Basically, you make a developer account with Meta and then in the phone application enable it on the headset, and that opens up a ton of potential features for you and tons of customization options. If you've got little hands or you like a squeeze, you can turn your controller straps into hand grips. Take off the battery casing, take out the strap, wrap it around the top of the controller and put it back into the original slot. There we go, you can slide your hand in and you've got a controller grip. Although I'd recommend buying proper grips, if you just can't afford one, this could be a nice helpful tip. This one I don't hear much about it enough. The Quest can offer you 3D movies with lossless color. Because you're already using a stereoscopic medium, you don't need to use those glasses that you find in the movies that reduce the color. You can simply do this by putting 3D movie files onto your headset and using an inbuilt media player to enjoy them, or you can rent them on big screen and support the industry, or even YouTube has some 3D movies available as well. This is a newish one, so you may not be aware, but the Quest Store offers free trials and demos now. Certain games have these trials available where you'll be given a set time limit to enjoy this experience. That way you can get a taste of the game before buying it and you don't have to go through the refund process because you know what you're getting in for. So simply go to the store, look for a game you want to play, and you may get lucky for a free session. This next tip is a must do. You need something on the floor whilst you're playing VR to help you manage your space, especially if you're in a small room. A mat from IKEA can be super cheap, or you can just place some tape down on the floor, and the idea behind this is you can feel with your feet when you're venturing out of your desired play space, and this gives you a spatial anchor for you to come back to so you know that you're central again. This way it doesn't break your immersion, the Guardian doesn't pop up. If you've not tried it before, it makes things way more comfortable. I remember when I first started playing virtual reality, I had that anxiety that I was going to hit things, and I still do. The Quest 2 has 3 tiers for IPD, but you may be sat in between the 3 tiers. But what you can do is move the lenses ever so slightly in between each tier to give you greater granularity. This will work if you're playing something like Beat Saber, where you're just looking ahead, or something slow paced. But it will likely pop out of its position if you're playing something intense and you're like headbanging your head. You may not know this, but the Quest 2 has a cap that was recently bumped up for its performance. It's now running at 525 MHz, and this is a safety precaution for overheating. But there are apps like the Quest Game Optimizer available that allow you to remove that cap and get the most out of your headset's chipset for crisper visuals, more frames, or adjusted to increase your battery life. I'm just popping a few examples on screen now, and look what a difference it can make to some titles. If you've enabled developer mode mentioned earlier in this video, you will now have access to this application. You can download this via the Oculus website, and this is called the Developer Hub. This has cool features like watching the specs of your headset during play sessions, OVR overlays within the headset, turning off the Guardian and enabling wireless ADB connectivity, save headset customization commands that you like to run often. It can be very handy if you like getting your hands dirty or you like data collection and you're trying to understand a bit more about how your headset works. You can also actually upgrade the controllers for the Quest 2, from the LED light ring default remotes to the Quest Pro controllers that have an internal chipset that processes the camera feeds on the remotes for full 360 tracking. This is super helpful if you play games where your hands are commonly out of the headset's view, such as FPS titles when you bring the gun stock close to your face and now the remotes are outside of its view. The remotes are also smaller, they have better haptics, and lots of other nice interesting features that are great for productivity. But they are going to set you back $300. Did you know you can connect your phone to your headset and receive notifications inside your headset whilst playing games? So if you're playing virtual reality and you have an incoming call, it will pop up and let you know there is one waiting. If you receive a text, it will pop up and let you know as well. It can also be configured to support other application feeds such as Deliveroo for takeouts. Super handy if you live a busy lifestyle and you can't disconnect fully from the real world, or you're trying to sneak in a nice play session before your pizza arrives. Just go to the phone, go to devices, headset settings, and there you will see phone notifications. The Quest does not need to be operated with controllers, so don't worry about picking them up. Activate the automatic detection mode from the settings and you can just hold out your hands and it will just work. It will notice you haven't picked up the controllers and you're using your hands and just immediately track them. Then if you pick up the controllers, it will switch the remotes. There is a shortcut available on the Quest controllers. You can take a screenshot of something by pressing the Oculus Home button or the Meta button and the right trigger at the same time. This will take a quick snapshot that you can share with your friends or just keep for your own personal memory. And if you wanted to capture a video, just do the same thing but hold the trigger down for a little bit longer. A feature that I often see people miss if they are new to the VR space is that the Quest has a double tap pass-through mode. It is so helpful. The amount of times I've needed to go to the toilet and I can just walk out and go without taking off the headset is worrying. You can enable this feature in the settings and all you have to do is simply double tap the side of the headset and it will enable pass-through mode, or disable it back to VR. You can cast your VR headset content to your PC. You don't need a special TV, a smart TV, a Chromecast, a Fire Stick, whatever it is. Just simply visit oculus.com/casting and you can then stream your headset's content to the computer's browser client and it will show up on your screen. If you're like me and you're sick of waiting for Xbox to drop on the Quest, you can actually enjoy the feature right now. You can do this via Transcend XR, which gives you a great aspect and resolution ratio, or visit xbox.com/play on the webpage and it will stream the Xbox content into your browser. All you have to do is connect a controller to your headset via Bluetooth or a cable, so you don't have to wait. VR motion sickness is a thing and you need to push through until you find your VR legs. And what can help you with that without taking medication is pressure point wrist straps. These are designed for motion sickness and are relatively cheap. Or you can go really high tech, spend a bit more money and get something called a relief band that uses electrical signals. This is an important one. Do not put your headset near a window. If you have a dock, or you have a desk facing a window or a windowsill, do not put your headset in line with the light. The last thing you want is your lenses catching the light wrong and burning your display, as it can act like a magnifying glass. Make sure your lenses are not facing the windowsill, or better yet, just put it away. And since we're on the topic of light and darkness, you can actually see in the dark with your Quest and improve your tracking in low light situations, or simply just play in the dark with this little accessory that plugs into the side of your headset and emits infrared light. This kind of light is what your headset uses in order to track. This is a cost of living crisis in the UK, so turn the lights off and play VR with this blaster. I'll put links, by the way, in the description of all of the products in this video. If you're incredibly unlucky and you lose your Quest whilst you're traveling, or someone has stolen it, you can actually remotely wipe your headset from your computer. All you have to do is log in on your computer, go to your profile, click devices, then there is a delete option, but hopefully you never have to use it. The Quest has an automatic 3DOF mode, which is 3 degrees of freedom, which it currently operates as 6 degrees of freedom. So when it's unable to track with the Guardian turned off, 3DOF mode will activate. So if you want to lie down and watch a movie, or watch TV in VR, you can turn out the lights and just lie back and enjoy 3DOF. Just like the good old days. They were not good days. They were not good days. Wireless audio is recently possible on the Quest thanks to Soundcore's VRP10s. They are using a 2.4 GHz connection to the headphones from the device instead of using Bluetooth, which has a significant delay. With these headphones, I was able to play Beat Saber on Expert Plus, just to highlight how low the latency is with these headphones. So if you want wireless audio, this is a great solution. A $400 headset isn't yet going to include dioptic lenses, so if you wear glasses, you may be interested in the fact that companies exist that create lens covers, so if you have bad eyesight, you can play virtual reality without having glasses on for better immersion with these lenses. An interesting one that you may not have come across is the Quest 2 can actually be used as a backup power supply. If you're at school, work or university and you have your VR headset on you, you can power devices like your phone by plugging it into the Quest headset. And fun fact, I actually shaved one time with it. There is also a new battery accessory that allows you to extend your game time without needing a new headset strap, a battery strap, or add weight to your headset. This is the AMVR battery neck strap, and I've been using this on my live streams and I actually love it. So it sits around your neck like a scarf and the magnet clips in front connect together to secure it in place. It feels incredibly high quality and it doesn't add weight to the headset. So that is the first set of tips and tricks. Please subscribe and stick around for the next 25 tips, tricks and tidbits. There are some great ones, but I didn't want to put all of them in one video, so then the next one that I dump is just going to be empty and not as exciting, so they are split. So please stick around for next time. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Have a great week and happy gaming, guys. Good day!